So my moving date's coming soon. I'm gonna be trying to, get as much videos done as possible so I can, have something to drop while I go through this process and all that. Not that many people are watching me anyways, but if you are, thank you. If you're here now, love you. But you know what I'm saying? As y'all see by the title, we got another story time, and this is rewind the clock and shit back to my senior year of high school. So this new guy, he's like our new janitor, custodian, or whatever, and that was sort of like weird off the rip, because I mean, like, I guess like maybe it's just where I come from, like the janitors and the custodians and all that, and all the schools were just like big booty Southern black women, and this guy just sort of like broke on the scene, I guess. Like one random day, like early on to the school year, like I'm throwing my lunch away and like going up to my next class, and like he like stops me and like starts talking to me. And I don't remember how the conversation went, but he asked me like a legitimate question, so like it was sort of like, nothing weird really. Like it was something that he probably wouldn't know, but he would like to know because, he just started at the school and whatnot. Granted, I don't know why the fuck he asked my black ass about it, but I mean, like, that's neither here nor there. It sort of makes sense the farther we go into this shit. So days go by, we'll see each other in crossing, he'll say what's up, I'll say what's up back, and like we'll sort of have like a small talk sort of conversation, even though I didn't really want to have the conversation because like I was one of those kids in high school who just had his headphones in and didn't really want to say shit to anybody, but everybody had to talk to me for some reason, so that kept happening. Then things started sort of get weird, but like not really weird, because it's sort of just like, it's something that I dealt with through like all of my school years and whatnot. Old niggas just be nosy as fuck. They'll see you hug a bitch, they'll see you talking to a bitch, and all of a sudden, they're walking up to you like, hey, is that your girlfriend? Oh, you got a little girlfriend? And he asked me that because he saw me hug this girl goodbye, and she's like one of the homegirls type shit, and like literally just one of the homegirls. And I guess since how close we were and how frequent we were around each other, like everybody sort of just had that presumption that like something was going on, but it honestly wasn't. And that brings me to another tangent that I have to make, because fuck y'all, I've dealt with this weird presumption like my entire life that I'm just like some snow bunny hunter and I just fucking love white women. And I mean, like, I like attractive women. That's like, is that such a hard concept to grasp? I live in Augusta, Georgia, and there's a lot of white women in fucking Augusta, Georgia. And some of these white women be cornbread fed with the yams in the back, and I like that shit. But even with that being the case, whenever it's time to like be at the Thanksgiving table or some shit, and like I bring like a homegirl over, and she's literally just a homegirl, she just happens to be white and shit, it's gonna be like, oh, Malcolm got the pink toe fever again. But that has nothing to do with this story. Let's get back on topic. But before we get back on topic, you ever been just like watching a video and you're like, I kind of like this? You should leave a like. Like, you should really leave a like right now. I'll wait. Why are you still looking at me? Alright, so now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the story, where I like really, everything really started to like click for me, and it was nasty. So it's basketball season at the time, and I didn't like spending money in high school, so instead of, like leaving school and then coming back and paying for a ticket and all that, I would just never leave school. So like before any of the games start, before any of like my homies get there or anything, like I'm just like chilling alone, like in the gym. So I'd sit there through the JV girls, the JV boys, and I didn't have to spend a dime and everything was cool. Well, janitor dude, he's like walking around and he's like, hey, like if you're not doing anything, you could like come walk me on my route. Like if you got nothing to do, like you're just bored or whatever. Kind of fucking weird, but I was like, I literally don't have anything else to do right now, so I'll walk with you. So we're going down the hallway, we're walking and talking. He's not really cleaning shit, but like who gives a fuck? Like school smelled like mildew and depression all the time anyways. Randomly, he stops like in the midst of like walking and our conversation and all that. And he's like, why you always be so nervous around me? And I wasn't nervous before he asked me that, but that question sure as fuck made me nervous. So I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, you're always looking around like somebody's gonna catch us or something. And I was like, nah, I just have social anxiety, so I don't really make eye contact with people. I don't mean to be weird. And he's like, nah, you don't have to look me in the eyes. I see it in your eyes. I know what you want. Yo, I'm uncomfortable as fuck talking about this. Please leave a like, bruh. Please leave a like. Just, please. So I'm like, what do I want? Since like, what do I want? And he's like, I tell you what, you gonna be 18 when you graduate? I was like, yeah, my birthday's in March. I'll be 18 in May. Yeah, we'll talk more about this when you graduate. My response was, no, I don't think we will. I don't think we'll be speaking. So from there, I briskly walked away from him and went back to the gym and caught the weak ass JV basketball girls game and shit. And now, ultimately, he didn't flat out say, hey, I'm trying to bite that butt. But I mean, like, I ain't no scientist or whatever, but I can read between the lines. I can make a hypothesis or two, and I think that nigga was trying to put the dick in the boot. The rest of the semester, not even the school year, because he didn't even make it that far. The rest of the semester, I was just avoiding him. Like, I knew, like, where he was going to be at, like, generally at specific times, and I would take every route around the school to not walk that way to my classes. I don't give a fuck if I was late. Fuck them teachers. I don't want my butt snatched. But yeah, I don't know if that nigga got fired or that nigga quit or whatever. By the time, damn, son of a bitch. I don't know how I forgot this, but it was like one random day at school and he pulled out his phone. This nigga's like showing me pictures of like his house and shit. This is my couch right there. That's the nightstand, and that's my bed. It's soft. The bed real soft. I really hope that nigga in jail. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, he didn't make it to January. I didn't see him for the rest of the year. Yeah, that's all I really know about him. I saw him on Facebook like years ago. And I found that picture that I screenshotted from when I saw him on Facebook years ago. And it just brought all the memories back. And now we're here and I'm sharing it with you guys. So moral of the story, I guess, is don't speak to your janitors or custodians or whatever if you're still in school, because you never know, they might try to snatch your butt. That's all I really got. I'm still trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year. So if y'all could like make that happen, I would like really, really appreciate it. Love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe.